Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Zen Kanna, your sacred space for conscious cannabis, wellness wisdom, and divine embodiment. If you're new here, take a deep breath with me. Inhale peace, exhale resistance. And while you're here, go ahead and subscribe so you can stay connected to our growing community of mindful cannabis users and wellness seekers. Today, we're exploring something that often gets overlooked, and that's how cannabis extracts are made and why that process truly matters for your health, your safety, and your energy. Because every drop of oil, every dab, and every tincture carries the vibration of how it was created. So let's break it down and talk about the methods that are clean, safe, and aligned, and the ones that may not serve your body or your spirit. Now, I know some of you are asking, what exactly is cannabis extraction? Well, extraction is the process of drawing out the healing compounds of the cannabis plant, its cannabinoids, terpenes, and other beneficial molecules from the flower and the leaves. These concentrated extracts become oils, tinctures, topicals, edibles, and wellness products that so many of us use. Some use gentle, natural processes that keep the plant's essence pure. Others use harsh solvents that can leave behind unwanted residues. Let's walk through the main types and talk about what works, what doesn't, and why your method truly matters. Let's start with ethanol extraction, because this is one of the few methods that can be safely managed at home when carefully done. This process uses food-grade alcohol to pull out cannabinoids and terpenes from the plant material. It's efficient, relatively accessible, and often used to create full-spectrum extracts that capture the full range of the plant's healing compounds. Now, the downside is that ethanol also extracts things like chlorophyll and plant waxes. That can make your oil appear dark green or taste a bit earthy. To fix that, many people winterize their extract, and that's just a fancy way of saying they chill and filter it to remove those extra plant materials. Here's why ethanol extraction is considered one of the safest. It's non-explosive and food grade, meaning it's meant for human consumption. The key is to always work in a well-ventilated area away from open flames and let the alcohol fully evaporate before using the oil. When done correctly, ethanol extraction produces a balanced, clean oil that's both effective and energetically aligned, making it a great choice for small batch, conscious wellness use. Next, let's talk about hydrocarbon extraction, which uses solvents like butane and propane. This method is often used in commercial facilities to produce things like shatter, wax, and live resin, products known for their high terpene content and strong aroma. But here's the problem. These hydrocarbons are highly flammable gases, and when they're used to extract oil from the plant, they must be completely removed or purged afterward. If the purging isn't done thoroughly, small amounts of those chemicals, known as residual solvents, can remain trapped inside the final product. And that's where the health concerns come in. The long-term effects of ingesting or inhaling residual solvents are still largely unknown, but we do know that exposure to chemical residues like butane and propane can irritate the lungs, disrupt the nervous system, and place stress on the liver. From a conscious wellness perspective, anything that leaves behind a toxic trace doesn't belong in your sacred self-care routine. Hydrocarbon extraction can make strong, flavorful products, but it's not suitable for home use because it's very flammable. And it's best to avoid oils or concentrates that don't clearly show third-party lab results proving that they're free of residual solvents. Safety and purity are non-negotiables when it comes to wellness. Now let's move to supercritical CO₂ extraction. This is one of the cleanest and most scientifically advanced methods. It uses carbon dioxide under high pressure and temperature to gently pull out cannabinoids and terpenes without the need for harsh chemicals. What makes CO₂ extraction beautiful is that it's non-toxic, non-flammable, and tunable, meaning the pressure and temperature can be adjusted to target specific compounds. This method does require complex equipment and trained technicians, but it produces consistent, pure results that many wellness brands choose for their oils and tinctures. When you're shopping for clean cannabis or CBD products, look for those made with CO₂ extraction. It's one of the safest ways to ensure your product is free from chemical residues and aligned with your health. Now let's shift to the solventless side of extraction, the high vibration methods that rely only on nature's elements, water, ice, heat, and pressure. One of the most sacred of these is ice water extraction, also called bubble hash. This process uses cold water, ice, and gentle movement to separate the trichomes, those sparkling crystals that hold cannabinoids and terpenes from the rest of the plant. The result is a soft, grainy resin called bubble hash. It's completely solvent-free, natural, and pure. It's slower, more hands-on, and requires patience. But that's part of the medicine. It's like allowing the plant to reveal its essence through stillness and flow. This is one of the cleanest ways to connect with cannabis in its purest form. Just water, motion, and intention. Another solventless favorite is rosin pressing. Rosin pressing uses only heat and pressure to squeeze resinous oils from the cannabis flower, kief, or hash. The result is a beautiful golden concentrate called rosin, smooth, potent, and free of chemical solvents. It's simple, clean, and can even be done safely at home with a small rosin press or a hair straightener and parchment paper. Because it's solventless, you get the full expression of the plant, its flavor, its potency, and its life force energy, with nothing artificial added. This is conscious extraction in its purest form. And finally, we have dry sifting, one of the oldest and simplest ways to collect cannabis resin. In this method, dried flower is gently rubbed over fine screens to separate the trichomes, creating a soft, powdery substance called kief. It's completely natural, requires no chemicals or equipment, and can be used as is or pressed in hash. It's not the most potent method, but is safe, gentle, and deeply connected to the simplicity of nature. These are some of my safety and wellness reminders. Before you experiment or purchase any extract, always remember, avoid flammable solvents like butane or propane. They're unsafe and unnecessary for home use. Always use food-grade ethanol in a well-ventilated area. Make sure any product you buy includes lab testing that confirms it's free of residual solvents and contaminants. And know the process, because conscious wellness begins with transparency. The Zenandkanna recommendations are for small batch or home extraction. Ethanol and rosin pressing are the most balanced and body-safe options. If you're purchasing wellness oils or tinctures, choose CO₂ extraction for the cleanest, chemical-free purity. These methods honor both science and spirit, giving you medicine that's safe, intentional, and energetically aligned with your healing journey. In closing, remember, loves, cannabis is not just chemistry, it's consciousness. The way your medicine is extracted determines the vibration it carries into your body. Choose purity, choose safety, choose alignment. Because when we honor the plant honors us in return. This is Zenandkanna. Thank you for tuning in. Stay grounded, stay glowing, and stay guided. Este sasika hile akaka este. We are medicine people.